Hi everyone, this is Judy from Judy's Handmade Creation, and today I'm using a 22 needle Addi Express Professional Knitting Machine. This is a smaller knitting machine, and I'm going to be making a Christmas ornament. This is cotton yarn, Christmas color. And what you do is you drop this down in here, and then you cast on your stitches. I cast it on. Cast your stitches on. This one goes in the front like this, in front of the black needle. You start with the first 3 black needles. In the front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front. Just keep going in the front of the needle, back of the needle, like this, until you get back to the first black needle right there. Then you run this through your yarn holder, and then you start knitting slowly. And you're going to knit 25 rows. I gotta get a lot of this yarn loose. Make sure you're not dropping any stitches. Knit 25 rows, and this is my row counter here. So this is a smaller Addi. This is the 22 needle Addi, the professional Addi. And you're going to knit 25 rows to make a Christmas ornament. I'm already knitted 11. And this up pretty quickly. Already knit 21 rows. $24. I'm almost on 25. There we go, 25 rows. Then you're going to take your scissors and cut the string from the ball of yarn. So we're done with that. Then we're going to lift up the yarn holder, take out the yarn. Then we're going to cast it off. We're going to thread the needle up. You get a needle with this machine, and the counter lets you know that you knitted 25 rows. Leave a pretty good length, maybe about, for this project, probably about 14 inches of yarn. And then you're going to cast off. So you grab each one of these, you turn your handle. I go slow because I don't want to drop no stitches. And just run your needle through the drop stitch until you get them all off. You see how they're coming off? Keep going. Just pick up all your stitches with your needle and These make great gifts for Christmas. You can make them any way you like. And like I said, this is the smaller. This is the small. This is the Addi Pro, the small one. See how it's coming off here? You're casting it off. Run it through here. Let me see if I can get a close up. You're taking it through here and just putting the needle through it. Drop the needle drops down. See how these two needles drop down? Then you take your needle and grab your stitch. And it comes off like this. That's casting it off. You go all the way around like this. You drop your needle down, turn your handle. I have both of the Addi machines. I have the 46 needle and the 22 needle. And then it's off. It'll look like this. And then you just pull. Let me pull it. Let's go back out with the. Okay, you pull this string here where you had your needle. And pull that string. Here's your needle here. And you're just going to pull this tight. Make sure it lays flat. It's like making like the top of the hat. Just like makes a ball. Let me go back. Move back out a little bit. Okay, you're going to scrunch this tight, and then you just take your yarn and your needle that's on there, and just sew this up. I'm going to be real tight and sewn. Just sew it on up. Do as many stitches as you think to get it closed up. That looks pretty good. Maybe a couple more stitches and then lock it in. I'll lock it in. I'll leave a little loop there and then just run your needle through that loop. And try to lock the stitch. I'll just go a couple more. Okay, then you got that made. Then you're going to go get some I got to get the cotton to put in it. Then you get the polyester fiber that's stuck through. You need polyester fiber that you use for stuffed animals and pillows. Just stuff it in here. Until you get it pretty much stuff. I'll move that up. Yeah, this is a polyester fiber filling, because you're going to cinch this shut and make it into like a ball. Put enough in there where it can round it off. I need a little more. I got a big bag of this stuff on my floor. I think I might have, that might be enough. And then you're going to cinch this in shut. I'm going to pull that string and make that. And you can close that up. This end here. Let me see if I got it. Pull the other end. That's where you started the knitting. And it should look like a ball like that. And you can make up these and give them out for your Christmas ornament exchange, which they probably ain't going to be no party this year. Round, looking like a ball. So it looks like a ball. And then you're going to take that in that you just cinched up. You're going to do the same as you did, sew in and out until you sew that end up and make a little loop. This would be where you hang it. Let's make sure it's shut up real good. And you can make these any way you like. Just sew in and out of the top of it until you get it sewn up really good. And these make great ornaments, and they don't take long to make. You can make them in any style. You can make them, put faces on them. I made these last year and gave them out. And it should look about like that. And then you can make a little loop, like you're going to hang it on a tree or something. Leave a little piece of that. And sew that in. I guess that might be big enough. Yeah, that might be a big enough loop. Make a little loop. That's the way I do it. I don't know how anybody else makes a loop, but you probably could cut this off and then remake a loop. But just use the yarn you already got on there to make a loop. That should work out. And you leave a little, it's a little hanger there. You could get it in the middle a little more. That would work. But it's kind of awkward trying to make it on a camera. And just sew it till you get it tight enough you think it ain't going to come out. Don't pull on it too tight because you might rip it. But this is cotton yarn here. So this is pretty strong cotton yarn. Make your little hanger. I'm going to do one more and knot it. I don't know if you're supposed to make knots, but I'm going to make it right here on the top so it don't come out. Then I'm going to weave this in. And this piece that you got left over, weave some of it on the inside. You can weave it in here. Oh, let me take it. It's got a long piece showing. Maybe I need to go on the other side with it. And just weave it. And you have a nice little ornament here. Weave it on the inside of the... And then you can weave a little more if you want. Then you're going to weave the other end in, and then your ornament will be done. You're going to take and cut that piece that you weaved in the inside. Then we're going to do the other end. We're going to weave that in. This is kind of long string. I'd rather leave too much of a long piece of yarn than not have enough. Thread your yarn needle again, and then just run this through up underneath. And then you just cut that one too, and you have your ornament. And it only takes, this video wasn't edited, and this is how long it took me to make it. Got your little string there to hang it on the tree. I'm going to make this a little taller so you can see it maybe. I got your little string here, and you can hang it on the tree. And this yarn you can, I got it at Walmart. And that's a nice little ball. And if you want to, and I made some more. You can make white ones, and then you can add faces on these. This could be for like a, you can make these for your little kids, and they can have an indoor snowball battle with them. And that's about it. I hope you like my ornament, and this, my Christmas tree ornament. And what size does it measure? Let me see. This one measures about 3.5 wide, 3.5 tall. And it's cute. Looks like a little ball. And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And be blessed. And you can get very creative with the, this is a small Addi. This is the 22 needle Addi. This is professional Addi. And that's how long it took me to make this. It took me about 18 minutes to make this. And what you put in it is that polyester fiber fill for stuffed animals or pillow. And you can make these up really quick. You can hang them on the tree, or they can do whatever they want to hang, wherever they want to hang it. And I like them. They're easy to make with the Addi 22 needle knit express knit machine. And that's a smaller one. That's the name of this machine. Makes, you can do socks and all with it. And it's got like a little ball and mittens you can make. And this is the newer Addi. This is the one with the manual counter, because the other counter wasn't working that good. So they just upgraded it to the manual counter. You can see the counter right here. This is the counter.